Factors that affect reaction rate.
There are a number of different things that we can change to make a chemical reaction faster. Here we explain the collision theory, and the effects of 5 different factors on the rate of a chemical reaction.
Hello, my name is Sarah and I'm your new trainee.
Hi Sarah, I'm Dr. Kamal. Today we will take a new experiment.
What the experiment will be about?
This experiment will be about factors that affect the rate of chemical reaction. We have 5 ways to increase the speed of chemical reaction. Before we recognize them, we must know the theory of collision. The collision theory of reactivity: reactions occur when reactant molecules effectively collide. There must have 2 conditions to occur collision. 1. Correct orientation. 2. Enough energy. I'll give you an example and you should help me. If I want to make friends, I have to collide with someone else in the correct direction and make the books fall from our hands as in the collision theory. After that, we decided that each of us had a mission. Sarah wanted to help chemistry students to remember how to speed up the rate of chemical reactions. And I decided to create an environment perfect to form friendships by collisions that lead to fall of students' books from hands. In order to increase the chances of forming friendships, I suggest 6 methods that correspond with the 6 methods that Sarah will use to speed up the rate of chemical reaction. First, I suggest to increase the students in the school. More students equal more collisions. By increasing the of students available for collision, we create an environment where more collisions can take place. Chemically, this can increase the concentration for one substance. So, the reaction rate usually increases as the concentration of the reactants increases. Second, we must reduce the time allowed between classes, so let's just cut it in half. If we do that, the students will need to moving more quickly to get from one class to the next. This will increase their speed and lead to more collisions and forming more friendships. This is analogous to increasing the temperature of the reaction mixture. Higher temperature makes the particle move faster and collide more frequently per unit time. Third, I suggest that we decrease the size of the hallways. This will be hard to move comfortably in the hallways, then will cause more collisions. And by increasing the number of collisions, we properly increase the friendships between students. Now, chemically this equivalent to increase the pressure. When we increase the pressure on the particles, they will be more close together, and more collisions will occur. Fourth, students must stop moving in groups. Because by moving in groups, the students on the outside of the group will isolate students in the middle and deprive them from participating in collisions. By splitting up, each student will has more area exposed that is available for a collision. When particles moving in groups, the surface area is very small, and only the outside particles can collide. However, by breaking up the clumps into individual particles, the total surface area is increased, and each particle has an exposed surface area that can react. Finally, we must have a broker. Is this free colliding in the fall of books too hostile? Is there an easier way that requires less energy to get a friendship? Okay, the broker will help us in that. The broker makes it easier for us students to get friendship by introducing them to each other. Our broker is like a catalyst. Chemical catalyst's function is lowering the activation energy. In other words, by lowering the energy required to start a reaction. They do this by bringing 2 particles together and orienting them correctly in space so that the 2 can meet at the correct configuration and allow reaction to take place. We must interest the factors such as temperature, pressure, when we do a chemical reaction because the rate of chemical reaction depends on these factors. So, if a chemist wants to make a chemical reaction occur, the particles must collide in the correct orientation with enough energy. And this process can be speed up using the 5 methods I've described.